everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another Madden 25 Ultimate Team video. In today's video, we're going to be breaking down the All-Star Athletes promo and everything you need to know about it, what you need to do first to earn a free 98 overall card. Let's go ahead and jump right on into it. So we're going to start this promo with the Welcome Pack, which is going to feature two different versions of Pat McAfee, and when part 2 of this promo drops, you should be able to upgrade one of the two of your choice to a 98 overall. We're also going to clear up some confusion on the token set. So if you go through and take a look here, the Welcome Pack is going to give you an upgrade token, which is different from a Pat McAfee upgrade token, and we'll show you the difference there in a moment. You're also going to get the 88 overall B&D Pat McAfee pack. Now it looks like that you're going to have to go ahead and choose or make a decision right now. My advice to you, right, is if you need a middle linebacker, you need a user, take the middle linebacker version. If you feel pretty confident or you have a lot of coins to buy a linebacker that you're going to use, or you're kind of already set at that position, go ahead and take the punter. These cards do get all 32 team chems, so they're going to benefit from theme teams, and I think most importantly, they're going to help you get a 99 overall player at either position. And if you don't know, if you're kind of chasing after that 99 OVR in the upper right part of your screen, you do need a 99 at every single position, including punter, so that would matter. Again, if you have dreams and aspirations of that, I'm good at middle linebacker on my main account, so I'm going to go with the punter, but on my no money spent account, I could use a new user. He's got really good speed and good abilities. I'll probably go with the middle linebacker. So again, I think most of you are going to go this route, but I'm going to go this route. The decision is yours. So we're going to kind of jump all over the place here, but the upgrade token that you received in the Welcome Pack can indeed be used to upgrade the Welcome Pack player that you choose, whether it's the linebacker or punter version of Pat McAfee. You can actually apply this token to a third situation, and that's putting it into a 98 overall B&D All-Star Athletes Champion Token Exchange set. So basically, you have your choice of punter Pat McAfee, middle linebacker Pat McAfee, or any of the 98 overall non-out of position, and we'll explain the difference between the two in a moment here, but any of the 98 overall non-out of position champions. Now, I don't believe you're going to be able to get all 10 tokens that you need to complete this set or upgrade the Pat McAfee in his totality of a 98 OVR until part 2 of this promo comes out, but for the 10 tokens you're chasing after, one of the 10 is going to be in that Welcome Pack. Next, you're going to head on over to your solo challenges, All-Star Athletes. Now, if you look at the milestone rewards within here, you have 3 more upgrade tokens. Now, this is where it was a little confusing. They are labeled as Pat McAfee upgrade tokens, and you can indeed use them to upgrade Pat McAfee, or as I just explained, you can use these tokens, collect 10 of them to redeem them for a 98 overall of your choice. Now, there's 56 total stars to max out all of the milestone rewards here. If you go and take a look at the very first sequence within these All-Star Athlete solo challenges, you're only going to be able to earn 32 stars. So you're going to have to wait for part 2 to fully max out everything. But right now, if you look at the rewards versus the stars that you can earn, you can get 2 of those 3 upgrade tokens and an 89 plus B&D player pack. So with the solos and the Welcome Pack combined, we're up to 4 tokens out of the 10 that you're going to need to get that 98 overall player. The remaining 6 are going to be found in the All-Star Athletes Field Pass. Again, because it's a multiple part promo, there's not going to be enough objectives or XP within those objectives to fully max out the Field Pass, but you can grind through some of it today, and some of the rewards are going to be in here. Strategy items, which to me, they didn't look like they were extremely beneficial, so I'm not really going to look to equipping any of those. You have a bunch of 89, 91, and 95 plus player packs in here. So early on, you got 2 89s, then as we progress through and get to level 7, you got a 91 plus, same thing at level 9, 1 more strategy pack at level 11, and there is an exchange set for those strategy items if you want to switch out the one that you can choose. And then at level 12 and level 14, you get a 95 plus pack. This is going to be a W. I'll explain it in more detail in a moment here, but every player, we have 8 champions that came out today. They have 98 overalls that are at their normal position, the one that you're used to. They also have 8 versions of those same players. Deion Sanders, for an example, he has a 98 overall cornerback card, his natural normal position. He also has a 95 overall quarterback card, and that's the base level card. Now that card can actually get upgraded to a 98 as well. So my overall point of breaking that down early here is that you might get a 98 out of this pack, but even if you get a 95, you're getting that base level card that you may want to upgrade, because you can upgrade that player to a 98 overall, and knowing that we can get 10 tokens, again, the remaining 6 tokens are found within the Field Pass rewards here, you're going to have your choice of any 98 overall. So again, just let me give you a quick hypothetical. I'll show you the cards here in detail in a moment, but if you end up, for example, getting to level level 13, nope, we'll try it again, level 12, and you pull the 95 overall middle linebacker Julius Peppers out of this pack, and you really want to upgrade that 95 overall middle linebacker Julius Peppers to a 98, you can then take the tokens that you earned from the Field Pass, from solos, and from the welcome pack, and select the left end version of Julius Peppers from that B&D pack. That's going to be a 98 OVR, but you would then take that left end card and put it into the upgrade path of the 95 middle linebacker Julius Peppers that you may have gotten randomly from the Field Pass reward, and that would bring the middle linebacker up to a 98, which is, to me, the better version of the two cards. They're both very, very good, but that's just one hypothetical of basically being able to choose what you want from this promo. Now, with any Field Pass, in order to level it up and earn those free rewards, you're going to have to knock out objectives. Just simply playing the game will not suffice. And if you go to your objectives tab, playing through your solos will earn you XP. I'm going to skip past the set section here for a moment. Statistical objectives here, putting these players in your lineup. So you're going to get the Pat McAfee from the welcome pack, even at the lower OVR. Make sure you throw him in your lineup. There is a 1 coin pack that gives you an 89 plus all-star athlete card as well. So there's going to be your second player that you can get in your lineup. And then once you do that, you got a bunch of objectives that you can complete here to earn additional XP. Winning games also will earn you XP within this Field Pass. And the game modes that are included will be basically anything head-to-head, and then solo seasons and solo battles. That also includes the All-Star Athletes special event that's taking place right now. So that's a W that you can play through that event and still earn progress towards the content within the Field Pass for the same program. Sometimes in the past, that hasn't been the case there. So W there. We'll show you that event in a moment here. And then going back to the item sets here. So traditionally in a Field Pass, completing sets is going to get you XP in the Field Pass, and that holds true. But we also have completion sets again. And if you go back to the Team of the Year program, we had something similar. The difference here is that those completion sets, if you do them, and they're going to be very costly, so the average user, I wouldn't recommend doing them. If you have millions and millions of coins, maybe you go out and do it. I'm personally probably not going to do it as well, even though I'm sitting on 22, almost 23 million coins right now. So doing these completion sets, which actually aren't even capable of being completed until part 2 of the promo drops, if you do one of them out of the 3, you're going to get one of those upgrade tokens that we just showed you. If you do 2 of them, you're going to get an additional 5 tokens, and if you do all 3, you get 14 more tokens. So basically, you can get one free 98, again, given the choices of the 2 welcome pack options or a 98 champion. If you do all 3 of the completion sets and factor in all of the free upgrade tokens, you can do 2 98s from your choice and the Pat McAfee option, a middle linebacker or punter, but that's going to become expensive. So with the completion sets I just referenced, you literally have to collect every elite card, every hero card, every champion. The elite set is a little misleading or confusing here because it says that you can't do it until April 2nd, which is when part 2 of this promo is coming out. But as you can see, all 16 cards within this set appear to be available. So I don't know if you happen to acquire all of the 89s and 91s that came out today and put them into the set, you might actually be able to get the token right now versus what the description says on April 2nd. If you go into the hero and champion level completion sets, again, that means you need all the 95s and all of the 98s. You do get everything back in return if you complete the set, and everything comes back to you as non-B&D, so you can resell those cards. You're going to have to eat the 10% tax. But if you look at the 95 overall hero set, there are basically like placeholders within the set, so you can't actually complete it. And the same thing's going to apply for the champion level set. When I showed you that elite set, you know, that wasn't the case. So I don't know if that's a mistake on EA's part here, but you might actually be able to complete that one today if you want and get one of those upgrade tokens. The only problem is you only get 1 upgrade token for doing it, so it's not really even that extremely beneficial there. So after the reveals took place earlier this morning, I put out a video covering all of that information, and I explained in that video. Definitely recommend going back and watching it if you still feel confused about this program, but I'll quickly go over it again here. I don't want to repeat everything from last video into this video, out. But as you can see, there are 8 95 overalls that came out today. Deion Sanders is a quarterback. Julius Peppers is a middle linebacker. If we go to Tony Gonzalez, he's a cornerback, right? So these are all out of position cards, but all of these 95 overall out of position cards can actually get upgraded to a 98, and some of them are very, very good. Now, how do you get them to a 98? You have to put a 98 into their upgrade path. Pretty similar to what we saw with the Ring of Honor program last week, and all 8 of those players do have a 98 overall at their base level. So again, we're just going to use Julius Peppers as an example. If you acquire his 95 overall middle linebacker and you want to upgrade the middle linebacker version of him to a 98 overall, you're going to need his 98 overall left end card, and you're going to have to put that left end card into the upgrade path of the 95 overall middle linebacker to make that card a 98, and you would basically lose your left end card. You can have both of them in the lineup at the same time. So if I do basically buy like 298 Julius Peppers, and then I upgrade the middle linebacker one and put the left end version in my lineup, it's not going to cause a problem. And if you want to go after any of the 98 overall cards, the set requirements are going to be the same here. You need 3 95 overall all-star athlete heroes, and then 2 additional 95 to 96 overall cards from any program. You put the 5 cards into the set. In return, you get the 98 overall champion of your choice. And at this point, all 8 of these 98 overall champions are going to be the 8 cards that you have to choose from if you elect to take those 10 tokens and put them into the B&D All-Star Athletes Champion Token Exchange set. Now, because you can't, unless you do the completion sets, of course, because you can't complete this set because the Field Pass and the Solo Challenges are gated until Part 2 comes out, this should contain Part 2 cards as well. So next Thursday, or on April 2nd, when Part 2 of this program comes out, we will most certainly do a video on the best card to take out of this set if this is the route that you're going to go, knowing that I don't really need Pat McAfee on this account, and I'll probably go the same route on my No Money Spent account. I think this is the smarter usage of the tokens, because instead of 2 options, one of those positions being not really useful at all at a punter, knowing that you're going to have 8 options available today and 8 more options for Part 2, giving you 16 total options out of this set, I think this is the better usage of your tokens. Now, as far as the 98 overall champions go and the 95s that can be upgraded to a 98, they don't have the traditional like extra 0 AP or discounted buckets. Instead, they are kind of using the format that Team of the Year did, but without those discounted extra buckets, but it's still not a bad thing. So we'll use Taysom Hill for an example here. He's going to have, and most of these cards have 2 abilities baked on, Truz and Tank baked on, both for 0 AP. Now, when you go into the upgrade path, if you look through the buckets, this is your traditional tier 1 bucket, no discounts here. If you go to tier 2, tier 3, and tier 4, you're going to see abilities based on their archetype and their attributes, and most of them do have some solid discounts. There's going to be a handful of 0 AP options on here. The majority of the abilities are going to be down to 1 AP. There's some that are normally like 4 and 5 or 3, 4, and 5 AP that you might find for 2, but overall, these cards get some pretty good ability stacks, mostly because of the abilities that are baked on combined with the abilities that are going to make them good. I can tell you, for example, here with Taysom Hill, you got Truz and Tank. That's going to make him a really, really good running threat. And then with the tier 2 bucket, you can go Conductor, which is going to be 0 AP. And with the tier 3 bucket, you can go Backyard QB, which, if you don't know, I've talked about it many times. Backyard QB plus Conductor together is basically what makes up Master Tactician. So for this card, he's not only a running threat, but he gets all the passing abilities that I'm used to using and that work well for me when you get Backyard QB, Conductor, Truz, and Tank, and you can get that for a total of 1 AP. To me, he looks like one of the best options at quarterback in the game right now. So with any of the 98 overall champions, remember the champions are the cards that are at their normal position that you're used to. You got the 2 baked on abilities and then those discounted abilities. So again, for example here, you know, Deion Sanders can get mid-zone KO for 1 AP right there. He can get Pick Artist for 0 AP right there, going back 1 more. If you want Tip Drill, you can go 0 AP. You could go Pick Artist for 0 in this bucket, and maybe go Secure Tackler for 0 in this bucket. You can go another 1 AP ability if you want to go like a mid-route KO. There's definitely some good ability stacks on these cards, and the same thing's going to hold true for the 95s. Now, in order to see that, again, you're going to have to upgrade the cards, but if I go to Julius Peppers, for example here, he starts starts at a 95. We put the 98 into his upgrade path. It makes him a 98. He gets Secure Tackler baked on for 0 AP, and he still has access to a bunch of good discounted buckets out there. In fact, it looks like even more discounted buckets than your standard 98. So he can get a mid-zone KO for 1. You go back a few stops here, and I think you'll find this in most of the buckets. He can get Lurk Artists for 0. So there's definitely some really good ability stacks, not only on the champions, but also these out-of-position cards. I may drop a video. I probably won't do it until tomorrow on the best 98s overall with the ability stacks on every best one out there, and that's going to factor in the champion level cards and the out-of-position cards, and the same thing's going to hold true for the LTDs. Now, I expect all of these cards to be really, really expensive, but as you can see, they got 2 baked on abilities, and if you go into the ability buckets, they're going to have a bunch of different discounts, much like the 98 overall champions that we just showed you. So, really good abilities, and that's very important because today we did have a big change to ability points. If you go to your lineup screen, you probably will notice now that on offense, you're allowed 9 ability points, and on defense, it's been reduced down to 12 ability points. Also, they updated the Ring of Honor cards, but the nerf, if you will, on these cards wasn't really bad. In fact, you take a look at Sean Taylor specifically, nothing really changed for him at all. He still gets 3 0 AP discounts, and the good ones too, like mid-zone, deep in, deep out, are all still 0 AP. There are some, situations where things did go up to 1 AP. The one that I wish they would have made 1 AP was Film Study. I'm just not a fan of people having that ability. I feel like it's just a little bit too overpowered. So that's going to become annoying, unfortunately, but just overall, generally speaking, with abilities, Ring of Honor cards did get their nerf, but it's really not bad at all, and your ability points on offense and defense have been changed. Let's close it out with pack offers. A lot of different things to choose from here. So there is a specific section for the All-Star Athletes program. Remember, there is also a 1-coin BND 89 plus pack in here. This can be easily your second player that you need, plus the welcome pack player to get the 2 in your lineup to knock out the objectives. So make sure you go ahead and open that one up here. But as far as the other packs go, you do have an opportunity pack, $25, and this one gives you a shot at an LTD with a 57% chance at a 98 and a 95% chance at a 95. So I think for the $25, not bad at all. I wouldn't worry about that 0.01. I think that's more of a visual glitch here, because if you look at the top, the 91 plus is guaranteed 100% of the time, and this does give you a shot at the LTD. So again, for $25, 4 91 plus players, and then 1 either 91 plus or the 98 overall champion level card there with a chance at an LTD. $50 pack. There's also a 300 coin pack, 300,000 coin pack. To me, this one's not worth it at all. Unless you have millions and millions of coins, I would not open this up. With that being said, I probably will, but again, my coin stack is really high. Over on my No Money Spent account, there's no situation where I would open up this pack. It's just not going to be good for you. There's a $100 bundle that guarantees you a 98 overall card. You have individual coin packs, and there's also a reroll pack. I opened up 15 of these, the 89 plus packs, and all 15 of my cards were 89, so I'm not going to recommend you guys at all going after or opening up this one. It's just not good. And if you did carry over a ton of season tickets from season 6 into season 7, because there's 4 LTDs and packs, you're not guaranteed anything, but today is not a bad day to open up the 92 plus boom or bust packs if you have a bunch of season 7 tokens to spend or season 7 tickets, because again, there's 4 high price items in packs right now. Not guaranteed, but it's worth a shot if you're feeling lucky today. So that's the promo. Like most promos, go work on your solos, grind out your field pass objectives. And I almost finished the video without mentioning the head-to-head event, so that's my bad there. We do have an All-Star Athletes playoff run, so it's basically if you can win 4 games in a row, you're going to get 40,000 coins or an 89 plus All-Star Athletes player pack. That's up to you on which one that you want to take. If you happen to go 3-0 and you lose your 4th game, you get 20K. You go 2-0, you lose your 3rd game, you get 10,000 coins there. But essentially, because there's no entry fee for this one, it is a way to make unlimited coins. If they would have added more flawless run packs in there based on the number of flawless runs you went on, I think it would have made it that much better. But it is a solid event if you're looking for a switch up. It's regular game, no special house rules or anything like that, but you can essentially make unlimited coins or earn unlimited rewards here, especially if you're decent at the game. So that's one other thing that you can do to help you knock out those field pass objectives as well. But go start grinding, earn those tokens so you can hit the ground running when part 2 of the promo promo drops on April 2nd and have those 10 tokens to redeem for a free champion. Thank you guys for tuning in. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.